Hi, George Bruno here, also known as the Sultan of Silver, and I want to show you two ways to pack a pipe. I'm out here in my man cave. I call it the Van Gogh room. It's the half of a tool shed in my backyard where I have a table, two chairs, oil lamps, and Van Gogh paintings, and all the tins around the ceiling from all the various tobaccos that I had. The first method for packing a pipe. Now, when I say a pipe, I'm talking a tobacco pipe, where you're enjoying dark leaf. I'm not talking about the green leaf type. I think you guys know how to pack those pipes. Most guys do anyways. Regular pipe tobacco. It's an aromatic blend that I make myself. And this one's called the swirl method. I pinch, I don't know, like a pinch. Can you see that? Pinch. Using, 3 or 4 fingers. Put that in your hand. See that? Now, as far as comparison scale, here's a shot glass. So just to give you an idea of how much we have there. Okay. Now I have this is what I would just call a working man's cob. I get my cobs, and the ones that are the Missouri Meerschaum that are solid, I stain them. The ones that are natural, I don't think I have any natural ones here. You saw my natural ones. Let's see, like this is a natural cob right here. It's not filled with plaster. You can see it's rough. Looks like a corn cob. And one of the things they do is they fill the inside and outside with plaster, smooth them out, and it dries and becomes very durable, and it doesn't burn up like the regular cobs. Anyways, the swirl method. A little bit in the palm of your hand, pipe face down, over the top of the pile, which is covering about 1/3 of the palm of my hand, and I just go around, making sure not to let anything spill over. Swirl, and I'm going in a circle, grabbing a little bit more, and you always put a little more than what you need, and you go in a bigger swirl. Okay. Now you never stick your finger in a bowl. Always just use the pad of your thumb. Okay. I'm going to bring a little bit more to the middle of my palm. Okay. Upside down, swirl a little bit more. The circle that the swirl is going in is about twice the diameter of the bowl of the pipe. Now the rest of this will go back in the tin. The swirl method. Now see, there's a little bit coming out. It's very lightly packed, so I just push it down with the pad. Never do this. Never. I see people going like this, and you want airflow. Oxygen helps a pipe burn from top to bottom, and you want that nice airflow all the time. If it's packed too tight, it doesn't get any oxygen. If it's packed too loose, then it burns too fast. So with the pad of your thumb, and then I usually just spin it like this. And what it does is it kind of literally creates a swirl pattern inside the bowl. And when I touch it, it's spongy. It's spongy. It's not hard. I didn't pack it so where it's hard to the touch. It's spongy. That's the swirl method. Okay. Number 2. And this is a pipe that I'm going to enjoy tonight. I just have something. This is a Dunhill early morning pipe. The same amount on what I call my Cadillac cutting board, because I remember one time I took a Cadillac for a test drive, and they gave me a cutting board and some knives and stuff. It was kind of funny. So hence my Cadillac cutting board. You put it out on the cutting board to dry a little bit. I love Dunhill early morning pipe. It's exquisite. It ages wonderfully. This is a Missouri Meerschaum Country Gentleman pipe. Fairly large bowl, barrel shaped. You can see there. Probably one of my favorite corn cobs. All right, now this is like a 3-stage method. I'm going to see if I can, okay, there we go. There, that's better. They say pack the first level. You pack it in 3 levels. Bottom level, middle level, top level. The bottom level, they say you pack it like a baby. So you're almost just dropping the tobacco in there and letting it fall. Okay? And it's very loose and airy at the bottom. The middle layer, you pack it, they say like a baby, like a woman, and then like a man. It sounds very sexist, doesn't it? But this goes way back. All right, middle level. I'm not pushing my finger in, just the pad of the thumb. And then the final level, which would be the top, they say pack it like a man. And that's in a little bit harder. So the bottom level, and when you push it in, it expands against the sides of the bowl. So it does literally create 3 different layers. I wish there could be a some type of thermographic imaging done on a pipe as it's being smoked. I think that would be kind of cool to see how much oxygen, how hot the ember gets, the burning part. So this part of the pipe, packed like a child. This part of the pipe, pack it like a woman would pack it. I say that with a smirk on my face because I'm not sexist in any way. And then top one, pack it like a man. It's a little bit harder. So those are the 2 methods, the swirl method and the 3-level method. And that way you're ensured to be able to smoke a pipe all the way down. And when you fire up a pipe of dark leaf, the goal is to smoke it till there's nothing but a fine white ash where you don't have to pick out the dottle. The word for unsmoked, unburnt tobacco that's still stuck and packed in a pipe is called dottle. You don't want dottle. If you pack it properly, light it properly, smoke it properly, you end up with a fine white ash where all you have to do is turn it upside down on your, I have just like a bowl here with a cork knocker, and you just turn it upside down and bing, 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 and it just comes right out. And then you just clean it out with a paper towel or a Q-tip or something like that. So those are the 2 methods for packing pipes for those that enjoy the dark leaf hobby, should I say. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram at George A. Bruno, Twitter at George Bruno, my hair page on Facebook, George Bruno Luxury Hair Experience, my website, georgebruno.com. If you like this video, click like. If you like my channel, subscribe to the channel. Forward this to friends who you think would benefit from guys who can only get through half of a bowl and can't quite seem to get the hang of it. And it's really kind of funny because one of the groups that I belong to, a lot of the guys, one of the pipe groups I belong to, a lot of the guys have beards. So it seems like beards and pipes kind of go hand in hand. There's something about beards and pipes. I can't explain it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Bye.